One of the things I love about birding is that it doesn't take a lot of money to get started. You can literally just walk outside, be like, hey, there's an American robin, bam, you're birding, and it doesn't cost you a fortune. But once you get into it more, you're probably gonna wanna invest in some products to help you. You're gonna wanna travel to different places. So here's some tips for birding on a budget. My name's Derek. I've been birding for 10 years now. I run the YouTube channel Badgerland Birding with my brother Ryan, and these are 5 of my favorite tips for cutting costs. Number 1 is really simple, but some people forget about it. It's attending free events. Local bird clubs and local nature centers will often host things for free that you can go to. Maybe they're bird walks or festival events or educational outreach events that you can go to. And a great thing is at these places, you can meet other individuals that are also interested in birds and birding. When Ryan and I got started, we kind of were just doing it on our own. So by going to some events and things, we met other people that we were able to go birding with in the future. So it's really helpful for networking, and you can learn a lot at these events too. So make sure that you're taking advantage of these things, and hopefully you can meet some other people that love birding there too, and then you can go birding with them in the future. Number 2 is to travel with friends or family. When you go traveling or you go on a birding trip, there are some costs that come with it, such as gas money, food, hotel, depending on where you're staying, flights. If you're traveling with friends, that can basically cut your costs in half if you're able to share a hotel or something like that. And then you guys can split the gas money. It's also more fun to travel with other people. You know, you have someone to talk to on the drive. You can remember years later about your fun trip to wherever you went to, but getting your friends and family to go with you, even if it's someone who might just be interested in nature, if you can get them to tag along, that can help cut costs and it can make it a lot more fun. Number 3 is to buy used gear. When you're starting birding, I encourage a lot of people to just use what they have around the house or what their family or relatives have. You know, maybe your dad has a pair of binoculars you can borrow, or your friend has one they never use, or you just have one laying around. Start with that before investing in something more high-end. And once you get used to using that, that's when you want to spend money on something more. But you also don't have to buy it new. There are a lot of great places to buy used gear, different shops like camera shops or, you know, outdoor shops, or even just on like Amazon or Facebook Marketplace where you can get secondhand items and then you're not paying the top price for them. If you can inspect your used gear in person, say you're at a shop and they're selling a used pair of binoculars, if you can have them in hand and are able to actually look at them, that's much better than just kind of buying it online. But sometimes you got to do what you got to do. Just be careful that there's not some major flaw that you're overlooking, but that is a great way to save money. Also, investing in gear that has like lifetime warranty, like Vortex products, they have lifetime warranty. So if you do invest and you have something that happens to it, as long as it has the Vortex name on it, they will either fix it or send you a new one. So investing in stuff like that and used gear helps a ton. And start with what you have around, then once you're used to it, invest in something more. And buying used will definitely help you save money. Number 4 is to travel to places where you have friends and family. Sometimes you might have a relative or a friend of yours saying, hey, come visit, we'd love to have you. You know, you can stay at our place. And it might be a destination that you're not super thrilled to go to, but there's probably some really cool birding opportunities in the area or some cool hotspots or species you haven't seen yet. So going to places where you can cut costs by having a place to stay, maybe you can borrow a vehicle or you can rent a vehicle cheaper, will help you cut costs. And there's probably some hidden gem birding areas or species that you can check out as well. Also, your family and friends will enjoy having you come visit. And number 5 is signing up for a rapid rewards program or some kind of points program through an airline, or even getting a credit card. A friend of mine recommended that we do this, and we have, getting a Southwest rewards card, because we started flying a lot to different places to go birding, and so it made sense to get a card where if we spend money on it or if we have flights, we get points to put towards other flights. And one cool thing is with the Southwest card, if you get a certain number of points in a certain time period, you can get a companion pass, which basically allows a friend of yours to fly free. So then you can just split the cost more or less of one flight. You have to pay some fees for it, but essentially it's just the cost of one flight for both of you to go. There's a couple other stipulations to it, so you can read the full agreement. But other airlines have rewards programs as well. But having a Southwest card and being able to have points and feel like spending things is being useful to you, being able to travel in the future has helped us a ton. And there's normally bonuses for if you sign up, you get a certain amount of points right away, or if you spend a certain amount of money in the first couple months, you get extra points. So we were able to get the companion pass, and then you have it for the rest of that year and then the following calendar year. So if you got your companion pass in like March, you'd have it for the end of the year and then an extra year, at least to my understanding. And if you're interested in the Southwest card, we do have a referral link, and if you use it and sign up, then we do get some points, which will help us out as well. But signing up for a program like that with an airline, if you like a certain airline more than others, or if you just use it a lot, is beneficial. So that's been a huge help, kind of an unorthodox thing that you might not think about, but it's definitely helped us save money on travel. That's 5 tips for birding out a budget. If you have more that you'd like to add, please include it in a comment below. And if you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a like and subscribing to the channel for more bird and birding content. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time on Badgerland Birding.